And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. Short boot, take it at the 21. And up past the 35, a very good return, but a penalty down. That may negate all the good work. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
On first down, Breeze. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Kill! Check 52. Hey, easy. 0-2.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his 2nd season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating in Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Breeze now on 1st down. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Under. Monday. Shot.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Left. You're good. 5-4, ready. Here we go, 21. 5-8.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards. The Saints had 23 rushing touchdowns last year, most in the league, and they've got Kamara back there on 2nd and goal.
Ready. Yellow weighty. 36, 36.
Again, it's Breeze.
Come on now, let me
But
get
it's
me.
incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer.
Easy. Hey, two. 12. Push it.
Breeze to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Josh Hill from 3 yards out. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is the rookie from USC, Ronald Jones, his first NFL carry. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. Again, it's to Jones. And that one blown up quickly.
You ready to play? You ready to play?
Before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I want to see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Anger is on the punt, and he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Down he goes. Vinny Curry. Coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
Everybody.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
I'm going to come over.
95-56, 95-56. We're down.
From the gun, it's Breeze. His throw's going to be incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Yeah, switch that up. Yeah.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's got a man. It's Corey.
Get your little ass down, motherfucker.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic
run back
now
right here. 7 right here.
It's
6.
Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Well, these Buccaneers coming off a 4-game drop-off from a year ago, 9-7 in Dirk Cutter's first season to 5-11 last year. It's now 10 straight seasons without a playoff appearance, and in fact, they have not won a playoff game, Charles, since winning Super Bowl 37.
And in order for them to get back to the playoffs, they've got to go through their division, which is awfully tough.
This is taken in. It's complete.
Got him out there looking around. Good decision. No hesitation right there.
Give
Just
him a
boom.
gain of 37.
You know what I'm saying? This crab leg still in Winston. Drunk ass Winston and the Tampa Bay Bucks.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Give to Jones. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You out there running the same shit.
Second down, Winston. A dump underneath to Jones. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a friend. Set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On play action, Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. From the gun, Winston. He's got Evans. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Jameis to throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. In for the score. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. We focus our attention here on the Saints offense as they come out. And last year they were coming into 2017 with 3 straight 7-9 seasons. Well, they got it turned around. Won the NFC South at 11-5. Won a wild card game, and then we all know the story. Heartbreak in Minneapolis.
But it's one that won't break this team, I don't believe. I think it's actually something that they can use as fodder for the season, as something to build upon. And when you think of New Orleans, you naturally think of offense. You think of Drew Brees. You think of Alvin Kamara last year as a rookie, making the big plays. Mark Ingram running the football, throwing it to Mike Thomas out wide. But the key to this team continuing to get better remains on defense. And I think it was shown in the draft when they made the big move and drafted Marcus Davenport out of UTSA to rush the passer. They know they've got to win their division, which means slowing down some high-power offenses in Tampa Bay, Carolina, and Atlanta.
At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Brees now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
36.
To throw, it's Brees. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
They still can't get it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, check, ready. Yellow lady. 20 seconds.
Now, Brees again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Jameis on 2nd down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Demario Davis. Coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Off the play fake, Winston. He finds Humphreys. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Winston. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. From the red zone now, Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to New Orleans after this.
Oh. They go there, you just have to go to my page.
Now Jones. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. Third and short yardage. Winston. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is Chandler Catanzaro now for the Buccaneer field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that will knot us up at 10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them. But that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you can kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also, they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
On 1st down, Breeze. Got an open man, it's Aitman. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. Breeze now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down.
21.
Again, it's Breeze. Well, he's going to be
Let's go. Way to D up. Way to D up.
So we've reached halftime.
Way to D
here on
up. He should
opening
take his goddamn 3
as we'll
points
check
right
in
there.
for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. He gets away from 1. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Howard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Jack, come over here to the left, man. Let's see. He's in some type of zone.
They'll go again to Jones. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, sub. Get it. Black 22. Follow. Hey, sub.
First down, Winston.
And
a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
What's that? Man, this nigga, man.
He quit? That's game. Recorded for me. Is that what you think?
I was just marinate it.
With that?
With what?
That peppercorn?
No, that's salad dressing.
Oh.
I was just gonna marinate it like, you know what I'm saying? You could throw whatever on that shit. Just put it in the bowl and let it sit in the refrigerator. Hold on, man. I gotta get my dogs fresh again.
Give me this thing.
Yeah, man. Him over there glitchy, bro. I don't know what the hell he got going on. Talking about a lot of connection, man. We live, yeah. Banger. Are we live? Smoking on the kush, drinking on the vodka.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. On 1st and 10, Winston. And he finds Howard complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Ready? Blue ready.
Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
Okay, that's
Alex Anzalone leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
No boys adding, man.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Winston. It's caught. Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Boy, and spinach.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Winston. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Third and long for Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Finding some room at midfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally brought down at the 43. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years, our team seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who is going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Got it. Good set, good set, good set. Level.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. That's complete, right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
21. Hey, two. 5-8.
Breeze to throw on second down. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And his kick is right through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Jameis now on first down. And Winston lost the football. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted first and goal at the 5-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, there's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
No gain, and it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. They get it to him running left. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. So now things get interesting on third and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is third and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. He lost 2 and it brings up fourth.
You will not
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A first carry now for the rookie from SC. It's Ronald Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a second down throw for Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Ready, triple T. Ready. Black, 22.
From the gun, Winston. This is caught by Jackson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. Throw right side caught by O.J. Howard. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Jameis again. He's got Evans. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Jameis now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Second down, Winston. A dump underneath to Jones. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Third and short yardage, Winston. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Oh, yeah!
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this.
Sonic! Ready? Blue 80. Green, triple C. Let's go.
Jameis to throw it. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints add on to their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. He's got a man, complete. A very solid gain of 27. First down now, but that clock rolling.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Ready. Blue 80. Motion. 47 right.
To throw, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On third down, Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. He'll return it from the 6. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
You ready? All right, two.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense...
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Winston. A spin, finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first down throw for Winston. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. That'll bring up 2nd down.
No man, this thing already played.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Final play of the half here, Winston. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
5-4. Okay. 5-1. 5-1.
Now Breeze. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
11. Ready. 90.
Now Breeze, maybe a free play. And he's got it. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Working out of the gun. Winston. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Again, it's Jones. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
Winston from the gun on third down. Airing this one out for Evans. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Sheds off the tackle and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Breeze now on first down. Coleman has it here right side. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Breeze. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vinny Curry in there to sack him for a loss of 6. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Hey, two. Kill.
Now Breeze. Got an open man, it's Aitman. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Ready, Blue 80, kill.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Ready, We waiting? 12, 21, 21. 11. Moving shot!
Shotgun now for Breeze. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 1st and 10, Winston. Looking downfield for Jones. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 61 yards.
Easy. Trey, Triple C. 5-0. Trey, Triple C. Hey, sub.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. He gets it to Humphreys. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here live in New Orleans. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, Winston. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, 27 yards. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that will get them one closer. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Throwing now is Breeze. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Ready? You ready? 12, 12, 12. Okay. Reset.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds Coleman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The 13 yards that time of the first. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
You should do me a big favor, though. And you should go take up his running real quick.
Breeze now on 1st down. That's caught by Meredith right side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
12. 12. Reset.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get down.
I don't give a damn. Let me take up his. Sorry, man. I gotta use the restroom, man. Real quick, man. Whew. Had to take a piss, man. My fault, man.
When push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Kill, 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 kill. Kill, kill.
Again, it's Breeze. Buying time to his left.
Man, you should have fumbled that.
All, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And this is going to be in.
Oh, that's your ass, Mr. Postman.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points.
Yeah,
so
bro, I think
while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down, Winston. He's going to fire one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Let's go now. Green, triple C. Ready? White 25. Blaze up.
This is Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Demario Davis there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second down, Winston. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
By who? What is that?
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much.
Yeah, that's
there he
fine.
goes. Trey Hendrickson.
What you done eating no mussels?
Get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Yeah. I don't know.
Ready? We're waiting. 4 down. 1 day. Okay.
Breeze is looking to throw. And that is is incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and that'll bring up second down. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the third time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
Here now is 2nd and 10 again from the 41.
I don't remember. That's what it say on the thing? That's what it say on the thing?
21, 21. 5-5.
He's heating it up, though. What's up, Kitty? I got some. Yeah.
Kill.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Bree's going to throw here. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill from 3 yards out. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
When that shit come out of the season, I'm buying a lot of that shit. Not a lot. Going forward.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after.
All these shits ain't working.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
What's that, Stephen? Oh,
the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they'll indeed take a knee. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
You drink your broth like this, though?
So for New Orleans, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
No salt on my shit. I need some salt and pepper for this shit, though.